ليش ما بتقراش فوزي؟
ما بقراش لاني بلعب فوتبول.
يعني الفوتبول بتجيب مصاري؟
الا قد بس اصير العب فوتبول ويشوفوني ناس وياخذوني ويصير اني مثل كريستيانو اللي بيطلع تلفزيون. مثله.
شو راح تجيب له بس تصير نفس كريستيانو؟
ايوه هو. شو بدك انتي؟
أنا بدي
شو
لعبة.
شو ما بدش بجيب لك وقتها.
بدي لعبة.
لعبة موبايل ولابتوب كل شيء. هذا شفتي اللابتوب تبعنا ناخذ شيء يعني واحمد وبروح اشتري لابتوب ثاني بصير معنا مصاري كثير.
يعني بس تلعب بس تطلع على التلفزيون بتجيب بابا؟
الا بجيب اول هون.
شلون؟
ما بصير مو الناس كلهم بتصير تعرفني. باجي بروح اني بجيب بابا.
Hello, Ali. Welcome to Vision du Réel. Ali Al-Arabi, you are presenting the film Captains of Zaatari in our Grand Angle section as a Swiss premiere. We're very glad to have the film in the selection of this year's festival, and it is eligible for the Audience Award. So when you have watched the film, and I guess if you are watching this video, please remember to vote for the film for the Audience Award. Thank you for being with us, Ali. You're speaking with us from Cairo, right?
Yeah, right.
And your words will be translated by Mohamed Fouad, which is who is with us. First of all, my first question would be for you to introduce the project. What are your connections with the Zaatari camp, which is located in Jordan? And how did you get there? And most of all, how did you meet these two characters, Fauzi and Mahmoud? And how did you choose to focus on these two characters?
First thing, thank you so much for this big opportunity. I made this film for the audience from this day one. I don't have plan to go for big festivals and other things like this. It's an amazing thing, amazing experience. But I made this film for the audience from the first day. في البداية أنا بدأت حياتي العملية كمصور حروب، وكان عندي مشكلة كبيرة في تناول القنوات الإخبارية للاجئين وضحايا الحروب، وقررت من هنا إن أنا هعمل فيلم عن اللاجئين يحكي احتياجاتهم الأساسية ونقرب منهم ونشوف قصتهم الإنسانية.
Well, I started my career as a man who films the refugee camps and wars. And in the beginning, I was doing that. It was my job and it's my hobby. However, by the passage of time, I came to realize that the news are trying, or the news agencies are dealing with the idea of the refugees and the people there as figures, as statistics, and nothing ever like human needs, human rights, that these people that really need to live. That's why I started looking from a different angle.
بعد كده قابلت محمود فوزي في 2013 في مخيم الزعتري، ولقيت ولدين بيحلموا إنه يبقوا محترفين في كرة القدم، وعندهم حلم وقوي رغم وجود سور حواليهم. فقلت هما دول أنا هعيش معاهم 5 سنين وأشوف إيه اللي ممكن يقدروا يحققوه، وده يحققوه ده بمجهودهم الشخصي ولا بدعم بعض مؤسسات تانية ولا إيه.
In 2013, I met Mahmoud and Fauzi, and I looked at these two young men, and I found something different about them. And I wanted to see their lives as they are. These two young men, dreaming young men, who live inside a fence, and they are surrounded by the walls of this camp. And I saw that they were dreamers. They wanted to be professional soccer players, and they wanted to attain their dream. So I said, okay, I'm staying with them, And I did stay with them for the coming 5 years. And I wanted to see whether they're going to make their way on their own, or they're going to make their way by the assistance of some other institutions and the interested or concerned bodies.
Okay. So to pursue on this question, so you filmed for 5 years, Ali.
In the beginning, I think I will film for 5 years, but I filmed for 6 years.
Okay, and the editing of the film, well, the narrative of your film is quite impressive, because you film Fawzi and Mahmoud from their simple passion for football, then to the selection at the academy in Qatar, and then back to Zaatari camp. Could you already foresee this whole trajectory when you started filming, or is it something that you thought was maybe going to happen, or were you more into dealing with what will happen with Fawzi and Mahmoud in any case?
In any case, like I choose follow them, and I don't know what will happen in the future. It's really story. Don't try to write this story. I just follow them, and the passion, the love for them make me continue for 6 years.
And how could you get in and inside the camp easily? How did you manage to follow them on a 6 years period? Did you stop filming in the camp at some point, and you really focused on Fawzi and Mahmoud because you know that the film was there, or how did you manage?
في البداية كان في سنة كنا بنحاول نحتك بكل اللاجئين في المخيم ونختار الأبطال ممكن نعيش معاهم، لحد ما قابلت محمود وفوزي. قررت نعيش من 5 ل7 شهور في السنة معاهم في المخيم، بناكل زيهم، بنشرب زيهم، بننام معاهم، يعني لحد ما بقى كل شيء شكله حقيقي. I'm sorry my dogs, say hi for the audience.
Well, in the beginning, of course, as Ali stated before, that nothing was kind of expected, or what we have in mind is that we will see and select dreaming young men, people from the camp, so that we can project their lives. And we came across, as I told you, we came across Mahmoud and Fawzi, and we decided that we are going to stay with them for between 5 to 7 months a year. We eat with them, we live with them, we even do however they do the way they do it. And we even almost lived with them and slept in their quarters. And then there was this barking of the dog.
Okay. And maybe you can tell us about this, so the extension to the film, about this scouting and training process happening in Zaatari camp by the academy. The film, first of all, when does the film end? And is this scouting and training process still going on from the Qatari training academies? Or how is this? Where did you leave this process actually?
احنا بدأنا في 2013. البروسيس اللي حصل ده حصل في 2015. ما زال في سباير وانذر اكاديميز بتسكاوت هناك. يعني عندنا ولاد راحوا البرازيل دلوقتي من المخيم، وفي ولد اظن راح انجلترا، وفي ولدين راحوا المانيا. فطول الوقت في اكتشاف المواهب هناك. هم عددهم كبير، هم 80,000، وده بيخلي اكتر من 80,000، وده بيخلي اكيد بينهم مواهب كتير جدا يعني.
Well, the whole process, the whole selection process and scouting process started in 2015 by the Qatari Foundation, Aspire, in addition to other academies. it's still going on. We have, of course, this camp has a population of almost 80,000 people inside. So there has to be many talents in different fields, among which is football. So there we have people were scouted from this camp. We have a couple in Brazil. We have a couple in Germany. We have one in England. So it's an ongoing process. As long as there are people, there will be talents. And as long as there are talents, there will be scouting. So it's an ongoing process, sir.
And this is my goal from the day one. I want every academy, every school, everyone can help these people and choose from the camp and change their life. It's super important because these people just dream by to have life, real life, to be part from the world, not just live in a small camp.
Of course, of course. And do you have any other projects around the camp, since you've been filming in these camps for quite a number of years? Do you have any other projects on the same field, or what are you working on right now?
I have a lot of things, but the important now for me is the empathy campaign. We're working for the empathy campaign to change a lot of rules and give more opportunities for the people everywhere in any camp. And I have another project. Yes, I have a fiction film. I will make from Egypt and America. I have a documentary film in India.
Okay, great. And so you were just maybe one last questions. You say there are a lot of incentives. Well, you're struggling hard to for these incentives to be perpetrated in these camps, and for people to have opportunities outside of the camp. So in this film, Captains of Zaatari, we see one of the opportunities, which is football for the boys. What about opportunities maybe for girls? Are there such opportunities, or?
The good thing, Mahmoud and Fauzi now teach the boys and the girls how to play football.
Great.
Yeah, and after them experience out the camp, this is make them respect how the girls play football and how she can be like them. And Mohammed Fawzi, it's role model now for the boys and the girls in the camp.
Okay, great. That's great. Okay. Thanks a lot, Ali. Maybe you wanted to add something for the audience, or...
Yes, I won't say اللاجئين هم أشخاص عاديين دايما بنشوفهم في القنوات والأخبار بشكل ضعيف. هم أرقام، هم مش أرقام، هم ناس بتحلم تبقى ليها أحلام وتعيش أحلامها وتحققها. أتمنى كلنا نعرف ده ونحاول ندعمهم بأي طريقة، عشان لو ما عملناش ده واجبنا تجاههم ده هيشكل في المستقبل خطر كبير جدا من ناس محبوسين في سور مش عارفين ايه اللي بيحصل بره، وفي اجيال ثانيه بتطلع من ده.
Refugees, when they are portrayed or projected in the news, they always are portrayed as weak and helpless people, and they are treated as figures or statistics. They are not. They are regular people. These people have dreams. They have aspirations, and they have a life to live or lives to live. So I believe the concerned agencies with the refugees, or even the non-concerned agencies, should start looking at the lives of these people and don't regard them as just a bunch of human beings surrounded by a wall inside a camp, and they just eat, drink, and that's it. They have a life, and their lives is worthwhile. They deserve to live a normal life like any other people. And that is the message that I'm sending to the people who are interested by the welfare of human beings. Because if these people are left like that, I don't know, maybe there will be very bad consequences.
Thanks a lot, Ali, for the message. And I guess that's well transmitted through your films, through your film Captains of Zaatari. Thank you very much for being with us, and have a good viewing at Vision du Réel. Goodbye, Ali. Goodbye, Mohammed. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.